Hi, this is Cheryl. We're back for part 4 of the Dare2bArtzy Backpack video class. We're going to work on the front part here. I find it easiest to attach these parts before I get too far along in this box. So that's how I'm going to show you to do it today. So we're going to work on the pocket, getting it placed on the front, and then this little tab as well. So we're going to start first with the pocket. We've got the base pocket folded, and it should create this little box type thing. Again, you can see here it's an open pocket. Before we attach that, I want to put this sort of decorative feature on. It's decorative, but it's also a pocket itself because we didn't put score tape at the top, so we didn't tie it down. So you are going to just lay that on top of your black piece. See how it fits. Again, black is one of the hardest things to work with because it's hardest to see, but see how it centers. We're gonna flip this over and we're gonna take off the score tape liners. Sorry, not the score tape, but just the liner. And there's always one that you know isn't going to come up for me, so you can watch me struggle. Okay. Now we're going to set this down. Again, try and keep it centered on that pocket. And it's attached and good to go. Again, there's an opening here, so technically you've got a front pocket and a back pocket too. Now we're going to work on creating the little box so that we can put it on the front. There's a couple of things we want to do first. We need to be able to find centers of things. If you don't find the center, here's the danger. Here's one that I worked on last night, and I knew I could do it on my own. My pocket ended up off center. Not only my pocket, but my little band here was off center, and this was on a different center, so it was a hot mess. It makes sense to just stop for a minute, find your centers, put a little pencil mark on, and you'll be okay. If you have the Wendy Vecchi Ranger Make Art board, the magnetic one, it has a centering ruler on it. This is from the 7-inch board, so it's a short ruler. If you have the longer board, it still has a centering ruler. 0 is in the center, 1, 2, 3 going out, 1, 2, 3 going out. Very easy to find centers with that. So this is about 1 3/4 inch from fold to fold. It's a little more than that. But you can see here, I've kind of got it centered between those 2 points. All I need to do is mark this point here, and I know my top center, and this point here, and I know my bottom center of my pocket. I want to do the same thing with my backpack front. So I put this where it belongs. This is just a little over 2 1/4 on each side, but not quite 2 3/8. My pocket actually is going to go pretty close to the bottom. And so I'm going to mark a little point on the bottom at 0. Then I'm going to slide up a little bit and mark again, so I've got a reference point for the top. Use your pencil so you can erase it. Always a good idea. So I've got center points marked here, center points marked here. I can match those up. I don't have to be perfect spot on, but I can eyeball that they're pretty straight, and I won't end up with the mess that I had last night. So I'm ready to remove the score tape on the back. Make sure your folds here are pretty strong because you want this to stand up as a box. This black paper is on the heavy side, so it can be a little contrary. But remember, you're in charge. you can make it do what it needs to do. So we'll pull the score tape liners again off all 3 sides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold up the bottom part, and then I'm going to fold in each side. And I should have kind of a mitered corner there. This is a good time to kind of grab for your scissors, try and get them underneath. It's a very small spot, but if you can get that to hold in place, it's going to be easier to put your pocket on. Same thing on the other side. Push this in so it's kind of square. Fold this one over the top. Reach for those scissors again. Try and not get your fingers too much on the score tape. I always do that too much. Kind of makes your score tape less effective, but so you should end up with something that's kind of looking like that. I've got the dimension to my pocket. It's not too far out, one side or the other. I've got my mark here that show me centers. I want to be about a 1/4 inch off the bottom. So I'm going to put this down. I can see, oops, shouldn't fully lay it down. I've got my top mark there that shows me center. I get those lined up. I'm going to kind of push my sides in a little bit before I push down, because I do want them to stand up and not get lazy. Use your scissors, use a bone folder or something. Run it in there. Push that tape down. Easier to do before you've done any assembly. My pocket's in place. So pocket assembly is pretty easy. My other piece that I need to put on at this point in time is this yellow piece. So we're going to do what it takes to assemble that. So you need to find that piece. Mine is right here. Before I put it on, I want to do a couple of things. Just a little dab of glue where you see the holes that you would put brads through. I'm going to use that with my nail heads, and these are the nail heads that Melissa carries in a lot of different colors. These are the black ones. I know it's tiny, and I apologize. There's the one thing that you're going to struggle with in your kit, and that's these nail heads, because they're little tiny and they like to sneak out of you as often as they can. But if you just use something, edge of your scissors or pokey tool or something like that to help pick them up. Now it's stuck under my nail because it can. I'm going to grab that, set it over the glue. It does have adhesive on it, but the reality is I want to make sure it sticks. And sometimes these adhesives aren't exactly there for us. You can grab the other one. Set that down. And it kind of looks like I have brads on there, but I really don't. Now what I need to do with this piece is I also need to find a center on it, because it's another thing we've got to center. It's about 2 inches long, maybe just not quite. Again, just a little pencil mark will help you to see that center. I need one of my magnets at this point. They're in a little plastic thing like this. I actually have the back on, so pull the back off. It'll make it easier to get your magnets out. The side with the white on it is actually a liner that's going to expose some adhesive. So just pick that off, go to the inside. Here's where you got to see where my mark is. You could mark the inside if you find it easier. but try and get that centered on your inside, just like that. Then I'm going to take my foam squares, or whatever kind of pop dot you have. I just have these little squares that have been convenient for working on this, one on each end. And I am ready to install this piece. Now this piece, the end of it should be 2 inches from this top. So again, I'm going to grab my ruler, set 0 at the top. I've got a mark down here that I can see. You probably can't, but I can. That shows the center. All I'm going to do is go ahead and mark that at 2 inches. It's just a little bit higher than where this mark is. And that's where the edge of this should go. I've got my centerpiece here. So just like that, I'm going to remove my liners and put that in place. So taking a minute to measure just really helps a lot. You avoid disasters. I found it fairly easy to pick these things back up. If you miss on the magnet, don't quite get it centered, it's really okay too. I found it fairly easy to pick that up. Score tape, as you know, is not very forgiving. So for the score tape, you want to know what you're doing. For the rest of these things, you have a little bit of choice, a little bit of options. Go ahead and, before you forget about it, just take those pencil marks off. And so that's in really good shape. That's our front piece for right now. The last thing we're going to do is we are going to attach the front piece to the back. So here's your back piece. Here's your front piece. We're going to go ahead and remove these score tape liners. All except for the rotten one that won't come off. And then I find it easier to just bend them together. Set this right in the corner there, line it up on both ends. Line it up on both ends, don't move. And then just lay it into place. Press them together. And that's what your backpack should look like at this point. Okay, join me for part 5 and we'll get even more done.